Just fucking do it.
There's no harm in it.
Yeah, there's no harm in anything, right, chat?
Anything at all.
All right, I'm gonna see how we sound.
Okay.
Yeah, get the fuck out of my YouTube stream, you son of a bitch.
I heard
Kick.
All I heard from that was Hiroshima. I was like, Hiroshima, what?
Yeah, a guy who's does chesses on the on the stream now.
The guy who does chess, like the game chess.
Yeah, he plays chess. Like
Okay.
he's a very famous chess player.
You have a famous chess player in the chat?
No.
What should we talk about? What the fuck are we even
He's talking about Kick. He's saying we should be streaming on Kick because Kick is a new live streaming service.
Oh.
And
we should go on Rumble and live stream with Sneeko.
Yeah, you're right. He doesn't know. I guess he doesn't know about Kick. Well, because JJ doesn't like follow.
I don't like
influencer stuff except for like the drama, I guess, right?
And Hassan Pecker.
You only watch Hassan Peeker.
I watch Hassan Peeker.
Well, hello, JJ.
Hello, Peter.
It's been a little bit. How are you?
It's been a week exactly.
Yes, it has been a week exactly.
And I burped.
Today's kind of a pretty packed day with what we're going to be talking about.
Oh, yeah. We're going to be talking. This is going to be mostly a news-ish kind of episode where we just cover what's happening more recently and stuff like that. But
yeah, because there were some big reveals this week. There were some big reveals for new like comic stuff.
Geez. Yeah, a lot of comic book stuff.
What do we got this week? We got
Blue Beetle, we got Secret Invasion, we got Spider-Verse.
And then we had a big release this week that I kind of want to talk as a whole rather than just the one game, which is Resident Evil 4.
Oh, yeah. Because now I'm on a Resident Evil kick.
Because your first game was RE4, right?
I played RE4 on the PlayStation a while back. I never finished it, though. And then the series just never interested me. And then the new remake came out. I'm like, all right, I'll give it a shot. And then I was just like, oh, fuck, I'm addicted. And I bought Resident Evil 2 a while back, just never finished it. So now I'm in the midst of that.
I kind of want to go through all the games and talk about them with you.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't played the new remake, so he's probably going to talk more about the remake, whereas I will talk about the original.
Oh, yeah.
Because I played RE4, the OG, and it was... I fucking love that game. I fucking love it.
Where is everyone?
If you look at the description, you'll see that I put a bit of a giant, very obvious Easter egg.
Yeah, he's a bit of a fucking nerd.
I'm a bit of a loser, if you will.
Loser, dude.
So why don't we jump into the core news section, which is the comic book movie lore. So we first want to talk about this fucking movie. So I'm going to just show a little bit of it. Let's just kind of like jump through like this part.
Oh, yeah.
So, JJ, you're more of a DC guy. You've been excited for the aspect of like DC's Spider-Man. You've said that Blue Beetle is like that. What did you think of this trailer?
I think it's very much fitting in the tone with the first Jaime Reyes Blue Beetle series. For those of you who don't know, quick, and I mean quick summary. Blue Beetle at first is Ted Kord. He's a white dude who's basically like a billionaire. There's like 500 billionaires in the DC universe, and he does like machine like Owlman from The Watchmen is based on Blue Beetle, but they couldn't use those characters in Watchmen, so they just created their own characters and stuff. Anyways, regardless, so Blue Beetle was the first one. Ted Kord, the billionaire guy. But recently, Blue Beetle, as people know him now, back in like 2008, I believe, they created Jaime Reyes, which is I believe he's Puerto Rican or some kind of, I think he's Hispanic. He's either Hispanic or Puerto Rican. I don't know the specifics, but this teenager who basically gets this alien scarab and it attaches onto him, and then the scarab can like make swords from hands, shoot lasers and stuff like that. It's kind of like a more alien version of an Iron Man suit. It's like teenage Iron Man tech, but with Peter Parker drama and pathos. It's a really good. The solo series, the first solo series is great. It's one of my favorite comic book runs. And it only got like 30, 36 issues, so it's a relatively short run. The new 52 one sucks. The ongoing one is okay. But yeah, no, Jaime is great. He's really good in the Justice cartoon and stuff like that. And I'm excited that because DC characters are mostly either grown men, grown women, and anytime we have teenagers, they're on a team called Teen Titans and stuff like that,
Which he is
which
a
he
member
is
of,
currently.
according to
Um,
this.
yeah, so it's like cool to see like a solo series from a DC character that's actually like a teenager and stuff like that. But yeah, no, Jaime is there's which is spoiled in the trailer, but he's one of the only like teenage superheroes that like his whole family knows his identity, and that plays secret identity, and that plays a huge role in the comic books. Like it's kind of unique because a lot of the time it's oh, I have to hide this from my parents and stuff like that. But almost by like I think issue like 2 or 3 of the first solo series with Jaime, they like know because he's a teenager, he's bad at hiding things, and the family, they can be targets because um, if villains go after him and they know he has a family, they'll go after them, and like the mom being scared that Jaime's putting himself in too much danger and stuff like that, especially because the alien symbiote is like trying to start a war, and he's like, "What is this
Wait,
war you're
what?
talking about?" Hmm?
This alien that's behind him wants to start a war?
Yeah, like the little alien scarab, it's got sentience. In the comic, at least, I don't know what's gonna happen in the movie, but like it's like sent to destroy Earth, but then Jaime kind of charms his way out of that, and then the people who created the scarab, and this is all in the comics. I don't know if this is gonna happen here. They come down and it's like, "Yo, you were supposed to destroy this planet," kind of thing. It's kind of like Raditz from Dragon Ball Z. It's like how he comes back and he's like, "Why the fuck didn't you destroy the planet, dipshit? You had one job." And the Scarab's like, "I learned compassion." And it's like, "Oh fuck." Um, but yeah, no, I mean, I love Jaime. He's such an interesting character, really underutilized. A lot of the time, like he's only just getting like a solo series now, like a quick or not solo. I mean, limited time series now. It's only like 6 issues.
Yeah.
Like DC doesn't put a lot of faith in Blue Beetle, but hopefully they will after this movie comes out. And if it does really good, then
They'll probably add him in like
they'll add him in everything. Like they added Black Adam into Dark Crisis, which was just so fucking stupid, so lame.
so for the trailer though, the movie, what do you think? Does
I
it
think
look good?
yeah, I think it's fun. I'm not like, oh my god, this looks amazing, this looks incredible, but I think it's a fun ride. Um, it's probably it's how I feel about like the homecoming. It has a homecoming Spider-Man homecoming vibe where like, oh, this is just kind of fun, you know. Um, and I don't even know who the villain is in this. It's like they show a shot.
It's very
It's like,
ambiguous who the
yeah,
villain is.
but this just seems like a very like it's more
Well,
character focused.
what about some of these names down here? Does like Conrad Carapax mean anything to you?
I think that's the villain, and
Does Victoria Cord mean anything to you?
yeah, that's either Ted Cord's wife or daughter. I don't know which one. I don't remember. I know Jaime's Ray is Blue Beetle more than I know Ted Cord Blue Beetle. Like I know the very bare bones basics.
Oh, so
Ted Cord.
it seems like Ted Cord's family seems gonna like they're gonna be bad
No,
because he's
Ted
the
Cord's
first
a good
Blue
guy.
Beetle, right?
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, but they're trying to like beat his ass. They're like
yeah,
blowing up his house to get the Blue Beetle
yeah,
in the trailer.
yeah. So I don't know. They're changing the angle on that one, I guess. But
Because like if you're telling me this guy's the first, what the fuck is this? That this guy's the first Blue Beetle, right?
yeah,
Or the second Blue Beetle.
no, this guy's the first Blue Beetle.
It says second right there. Can you read?
Well, okay. Well, first in DC continuity, because basically Blue Beetle was part of a different comic book company, but then I forget the comic book company's name, but then DC bought that out, and then
So Dan Dan, where the fuck is this guy? Dan Garrett
Yeah.
is not the first
No.
in the mainline
No.
trilogy.
No.
Okay.
I mean, they own him in DC, but they rarely use him at all.
Okay. That's fair.
Because remember, DC reboots all the fucking time.
That's true. That is very true.
But,
and they like Jaime Reyes better because A, you've got the Latinx representation.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if the dude will be folded over in the new DCEU. It's hard to get invested. And then even though the character was cool and
well, I think it all depends on how well this movie does reception-wise, because right now, you're right, there's no plans on Blue Beetle being integrated, but guaranteed if this does even remotely kind of well, or people really respond to the character and stuff, he'll definitely be part of the new DC universe.
Yeah, I mean, it would make sense. Like, I mean, they've the actor for
because I think technically this
the actor for Jaime Reyes.
Yeah,
I'm not going to pronounce his name, and I'm sorry that I can't.
I think he's from Cobra Kai.
He is Cobra Kai.
Yeah,
he is Cobra Kai, and
all right, man.
And like, I like him in Cobra Kai.
Yeah,
but I'm gonna be 100% real with y'all.
Mm-hmm.
He's not a good actor.
No, I mean none of them are in Cobra Kai.
He's not a good actor.
No. But this movie isn't. It's just going for a fun vibe. It's not really going for anything like, oh, this is going to be a groundbreaking superhero movie.
Look at this goofy ass doing karate.
Look at your fucking goofy ass.
Yeah, but look at this goofy
Imagine you
ass.
trying to do karate. I don't even want to imagine it.
Look at this goofy ass 24-year-old.
This is coming off pretty racist, just saying.
Me?
Yeah.
Goofy. All of them look goofy. Yeah, this is goofy. They're gonna two grown ass men in the show gonna beat the shit out of each other.
Coming off very like these SJWs are.
No, I'm not.
Yeah,
have you watched Cobra Kai?
Oh, a little bit. It's just not my thing.
It is so fucking corny and goofy. There's no fucking way.
That's the thing.
Cobra Kai is peak. No, it is not.
It's not.
Cobra Kai is the guilty pleasure. It is my new Riverdale.
Yes, sure.
It is my new Riverdale. Mm-hmm. I love it to death. I will watch every series when it starts. Every season that's new.
Yeah.
But there's no denying.
I don't know. It looks like a bunch of SJW garbage.
Fuck.
I'm being stupid.
I mean, he clearly got DC's attention to do Blue Beetle, so he must not have been that bad. Because he does have a very charming personality in the show.
Yeah, and Jaime is at the very least, he's supposed to be very charming. And I think like the first shot of that just kind of nails it, kind of thing.
Like this part is so funny.
Uh-huh.
I was like, oh, I guess he's rich or something.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, no, he's just a fucking kid. Mm-hmm. How does he have money? But then I just thought bare bones knowledge of the character.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, okay. I mean, he's getting a job here to work at Cord
Industries.
So I guess he's not just some fucking dickhead. Well, he kind of is. Like, why did you give this random dickhead a box?
I know. This is why it's coming off very homecoming-y, where it's like, don't think about it, just have fun. Which, fine. It just looks fun. Whatever. Critics are probably going to be harsh on it.
And this part is just so goofy.
Yeah.
It's like...
And George Lopez with a fucking beard is...
And a rat tail looks so weird.
Odd.
I don't know if I like it. He's in a video game? What the fuck? He plays Snowy in Bat Wheels.
Oh, fucking nice. Maybe that's how he got his in.
Oh, he's in The Boys Presents Diabolical. Nice. I don't know what the fuck that is.
Oh, it's the animated anthology series of The Boys. Yeah. So he hasn't really been in much, but that's okay.
Yeah, I mean, we'll see how he does in this.
Yeah,
like I said, I like him in.
I like the suit transformation too, because it's not just the generic like Marvel thing. It looks like it's actually like eating him alive kind of thing.
Yeah, it's
a little
burning
like
in his
horrifying.
Skin.
Yeah,
and then everyone's like, cool. Just chill about it. They're all like, yeah.
What do you mean they're yelling at him? Did you not just see
Cobra Kai is better than anime?
That's true.
Yeah, that's so true.
You shouldn't watch anime if you want to.
I don't know. I'm gonna be honest. I don't think it's gonna do that well.
I don't think it's gonna do well box office wise now. But I mean, I'll still go see it because I like the character. Yeah. He'll be.
All right. So next up we have is this fucking garbage.
I'm gonna say it's garbage.
It's fucking gonna be garbage. I am so unimpressed with Marvel right now, and I think we'll do a bigger live stream because I know that you wanted to talk about it last week. But
Yeah, either a live stream or a video. I just want to do a total, like, once Ant-Man comes on Disney Plus, I'll finally watch it. And after I watch it, we'll do like a kind of Ant-Man review, but mostly like what the fuck is happening with Marvel and how they're kind of like panicking right now and stuff. Especially because they just fired the CEO of Marvel, but that was not due to Ant-Man. That was due to him trying to get someone hired on the board that had no previous experience. Although he's been fucking over Marvel for like years. He famously quoted like Black Panther can't be successful because a black lead superhero won't do well,
which is so
yeah
fucking stupid.
And he's the reason why in the comics, I know I'm the comic guy. Why they did Inhumans for the longest time instead of X-Men, because X-Men was still owned by 20th Century Fox. So he's like, fuck the X-Men. Let's just focus on Inhumans. And now that they got the X-Men rights back, they're like, fuck the Inhumans, bring back the X-Men.
Like, for me, it makes like genuinely, like, for this series, we talked about this before the stream.
I don't know. Okay.
It makes, as somebody who does know the comics, like, to a certain extent, it makes, haha, it's 420, by the way, chat. It's 420. We did it.
We did it. We did, boys.
Good
job. Breaking exclusive.
As somebody who kind of like understands the comics to some degree, it's kind of weird that they made it in Captain Marvel like the Kree are good.
Yes.
And now
that's what I said. I said,
is it just a terrorist within the Kree?
I remember talking to a group of people and being like, they fucked up the Skrulls, and they're like, they didn't fuck up the Skrulls. I'm like, yes, because
sorry, Skrulls, they're not the Kree. The Kree are the ones who are trying to kill them.
Yes. That's a whole other thing. But basically, the Skrulls are like just evil aliens. They're your generic evil aliens. And like Captain Marvel fucked that up. I'm like, if they try to do Secret Invasion, that's a huge fuck up. And people are like, no, it's not. And I'm like, yes, it is. Because you just introduced, your first introduction to Skrulls they're just like, oh, we're just funny dudes doing funny things.
We're just funny dudes who are being oppressed in space.
And now you're going to make those the bad guys. All of a sudden. It's like,
well, like, that's what I'm saying. Like, is the bad guy just like, because like, it looks like it's one dude. Right? Where is it? Let me see if I can.
Well,
if he shows
invasion
up
would mean a lot of people. It's a lot of
yes,
Skrulls.
But Civil War also made it seem like every fucking Marvel character was going to be in it, and only 10 people showed up.
And this doesn't involve the whole Marvel universe, because like Secret Invasion involved the whole Marvel universe. Basically, Wolverine kills Elektra, and they're like, Wolverine, what the fuck? And then Elektra turns into a Skrull, and they're like, how long has this been going on? And then other characters that Marvel wants to say, oh, the fucked up things they did, they were a Skrull the entire time.
Like,
I think it was just a giant, big retcon thing. And the event itself is fine. You know,
like this guy,
he shows up like so many times.
That's what I'm saying. Like, is this guy the villain? Oh, fuck.
Well, I guess that's what they're going for, but Skrulls don't like clone themselves, and they show like multiple versions of this guy. Is this their like template guy? But like Skrulls can, as long as they, I think it's as long as they can see you, like they could just transform into.
Like, see, he's the same guy.
Yeah.
So like, is he like some sort of? I guess why I'm so it's so confusing.
Yeah.
Because like, here's the little.
Well, it's confusing.
Divot. Fury and Talos try to stop the Skrulls who have infiltrated the highest spheres of the Marvel Universe. But we have already established that they're good. Like, Nick Fury's on a ship with a bunch of them.
Yeah.
In the end of what? Was it Spider-Man? Yeah, Spider-Man.
Spider-Man No Way Home?
Far From Home. He's on a ship with all of them.
Yeah.
So
it's just like we're chilling.
Yeah, we're all best friends. I'm on the beach right now
this
on a spaceship.
Kind of feels like an afterthought, you know? Like, they didn't really think about it. Like, they'll just, whatever.
And then also, like, this is kind of like a, yes, where are they?
Yeah.
Like,
Well, I mean, we're always
This is like, where are the Avengers?
yeah, we're always saying that like we're sick of kind of the regular Marvel tone. And at least this one's going for like a serious Winter Soldier thing. So at least that, but it comes off kind of boring. But I mean, it is an interesting
They
concept.
do that. They
like
do that.
if they do like political thriller with this, where like the upper like reaches of like government and stuff are all scrolls, that's interesting. But like, I don't have a lot of.
But it once again is like, why are okay, so here's this.
And they should just kill Martin Freeman.
So Rebel Skrull leader Garvik.
Okay.
So I guess he is a like. Do you know who this is?
Sort. I don't.
You ever heard this character?
Nah, he's like not really
an important character.
No. I think they probably just made him up, honestly.
Well, I can't even find him. They don't even like have. Oh, there you go. Oh, it's cinematic universe. He's not.
So I think he's a.
Okay, so yeah, he's just a terrorist. He's just a terrorist on the Skrulls, which is like, I mean, it's fine. Like, I obviously not every.
Wait. Can you scroll up? I love the quote at the top. The great Nick Fury. Wow, that's a great quote from this beloved character.
That's all we know. It's all we know. Like, and this is the guy that we know. He's the leader of the Skrull.
Mm-hmm. But
as far as
he was the goofy guy, right?
Yeah.
And so like this whole thing is like a huge contradiction. Like all we've seen from the cinematic universe is them being goofballs. That's it.
Yeah. So for them to just be like,
total shift is just like
for them to just be like,
yeah,
we gotta take over Earth is really weird. Like it's very jarring because they're set. The whole point of their introduction in Captain Marvel was to flip our expectations on who they are.
Yeah.
If you know the
comic books, but in the comic books kind of thing. Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah. Just like what they did with what they tried to do with what's his name? From Iron Man 3. The villain.
Oh, the Mandarin.
The Mandarin. What they tried to do with the Mandarin in like Iron Man 3.
That was done.
That was good until they made the Mandarin an actual character.
Yeah, and it's like I've been the Mandarin all along.
And Shang-Chi, which is so funny.
Yeah.
He's like, they called me a fucking orange.
Yeah.
Which I thought was funny, but like
they should kill Martin Freeman, by the way.
And then also Martin Freeman, he was kidnapped.
Yeah, isn't he's supposed to be in Wakanda?
No. He got kidnapped by
he got kidnapped by the Wakanda angel, the Blue Angel.
Oh yeah, they saved him. Yeah. You're right.
Remember, she's like,
so why is he back?
She's like, a colonizer in chains.
Oh, God, I hate this. I hate Marvel, dude. It's so bad. Which is why it's so annoying that there's a good Marvel property coming out this year too.
Yeah.
And this is genuinely,
and it's not even by Marvel, it's Sony.
And they even call out like Marvel stuff because the Sony and Disney are playing nice for audiences because they realize that, if we play nice,
we can make more money if we play nice.
Yeah. Instead of being monopolies, we can continually show, like, make references to one another, and people will enjoy our movies more and want to go to the theaters.
Yeah, but I love
I'm super excited for this.
It's so hype. It kind of reveals a little bit too much, which I don't like.
I don't know. It doesn't really explain why Miles can't be. So what seems to be the core problem is Miles is trying to be part of this super interdimensional team
of Spider-Man,
of Spider-Man, and what's his name? Oscar Isaac won't let him on his team.
Yeah.
That just seems to be the issue. We don't know why though. Why can't Miles be on the team?
Well, they kind of explained it. It's like, you can either be on this team or save your papa. And he's like, well, I'm going to go save my papa. Why? That's why he says,
then you can't be on the fucking team.
Yeah, he's like, why can't I do both? And they were and they go on in the trailer from the snippets. This trailer is kind of awkwardly cut because it doesn't give you everything, but at the same time, it doesn't give you enough.
Also, I don't know if we've talked about it before. It's obviously been revealed already, but...
Yes. Mayday Parker, yes, Spider-Man having a child.
Why is her name Mayday though?
Because that's Aunt May's maiden name. It's in the comics.
I want you to tell me this right now.
What?
In real life, How many Mays do you know?
Oh,
are
not a
named
lot.
May Day?
Not at all. But again, Spider-Man was invented in like the
Is May Day a
50s.
real name?
Yeah. It's an old-fashioned. It's like Rose or Peggy.
Okay, I don't care about a Taiwanese band or a K-pop band. I want to know if May Day's a real name.
Yeah, well, that's what they named their child. So
This is a white baby, not a Taiwanese baby.
you don't know that.
Mary Jane is clearly white.
Whoa, come on! Now you're racist.
I'm not racist. And she's clearly white.
No, but like the reason why I'm excited is because Spider-Man with Child 10 out of 10.
Yes, we've had this conversation on streams before.
Are just fucking things over so hard. I hope Marvel editorial is like sweating right now. Like, oh fuck, maybe we should have Peter Parker be happy and be married to Mary Jane and stuff. Probably not. They'll kill Mary Jane and then she'll come back in like 3 years. Anyways, yeah, no.
Was that a female Miles? No, I'm just racist, I guess.
Yeah.
But I kind of really like the idea that the villain in this is just another Spider-Man who doesn't agree with him.
Yeah,
rather than being like an actual big baddie.
Yeah, he's not necessarily. Well, the Spot is the main villain, but
is he?
Yeah, this is going to be like
that 5 seconds in the trailer, and then he never shows up again in the.
Yeah, well, no, they said that he's going to be like kind of the main villain in the next two, so this one and the next one. A lot of the like producers and stuff are like, this is like Empire Strikes Back, so it's probably going to leave on a cliffhanger, and then the third one will like conclude. Because remember, this was initially going to be a part 1, part 2. They got rid of the part 1 part, but it's still going to basically end on a cliffhanger. And the
also,
Spot
real
is
quick,
kind of a jokey.
I've never heard of this character.
Yeah, he's kind of a gag, but some writers try to treat him more seriously. Basically, he created a bunch of portals, and his genes got mixed into the portals, so now he can throw a spot in midair, throw another spot near him, punch.
So he's literally Mr. Portal. Like he's literally Portal the character.
Yeah, but more multiversal.
Who voices Spot? He sounds familiar.
I know. He sounded. I didn't look it up.
What's his name?
IMDb
His name's
right
Johnny Ohms. They probably have his real name on IMDb instead of fucking Spot.
No, they definitely have him.
Johnny. No, yeah, okay.
Oh, I know that guy.
He's in a lot of. He's in Scott Pilgrim,
and he's in a lot of Wes Anderson movies.
Yeah,
yeah, Moonrise Kingdom. There we go.
See the trailer for the? Did you see the poster for the new Wes Anderson movie?
Yeah,
looks cool. The poster.
I think it all looks cool.
I've never seen. I don't know anything. I haven't seen his other film, the one that came out a while ago.
Oh, the French Dispatch.
Yeah, I haven't seen it. Did you see it?
Yeah, I thought it was good. It's not his best, but I thought it was good. Anything Wes Anderson is good.
I haven't seen that one. I don't know. I'm interested, but also not at the same time. Which may just be a thing about me, but
yeah, no. I going off of you. I think this one is going to focus more on Oscar Isaac. 2000 Spider-Man 2099's character, and it seems like through like some still images that like, he might have had a kid, lost his kid, and now that's why he's like kind of like
if you don't do what I say, I'm gonna fucking kill you.
I mean, he slaps the shit out of Miles a little bit. And
I mean, look at how angry he gets.
So far, the scenes they've shown,
like he looks like a villain in some of these scenes.
Yeah, but we've already seen this kind of like
look at that. Like he got the red eyes. Like
yeah, he's got
look
fangs
like a
too.
Villain, dude.
He's got fangs too.
Like what the fuck?
Yeah, because there's the experimental. He gets bitten by a radio, or I forget how the 2099 version. I think they try to do some like cloning process with the spider that bit Peter Parker, but he has like some enhanced abilities and stuff like that. And also Hispanic.
Him? Played by Oscar Isaac? He's not white?
In the comics, he's Irish and Latino, I think. But yeah.
His whole shtick, though, is that he's like in tune with the universe, with the multiverse, right?
Yeah, because he's from the future, so he does a lot. Well, not necessarily multiverse, but more time travel. Because he often goes back in time.
An engineer of Irish and Mexican descent.
Mexican, okay. Because he goes back in time a lot. He met Superior Spider-Man at one point.
This is Superior, right?
No, that's just another costume version. Superiors go up a little bit. Up, 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 up. I thought I saw it. Yep, right there.
Oh yeah.
That's Superior Spider. So, do you know Superior Spider-Man?
Yeah, that's Doc Ock, right?
Yep, yeah. That's actually the first Spider-Man series I picked up, and I was like, "Whoa!"
Because isn't the first chapter?
Ultimate Spider-Man.
Isn't the first volume that comes out like Peter Parker like being like, "I'm gonna fuck all these bitches," and then it's like revealed that he's
yeah. So
because like he acts very different in the very first comic of Superior Spider-Man.
In the comic book, basically, I think it's issue 700. Doc Ock is on his deathbed. He's about to die, and Peter Parker's there. And he's like, "All right, Doc, it's been great." But then he switches like his brain with Peter, so then Peter dies in Doc Ock's body, and then Doc Ock is in Peter's body, and then like that's why he's acting all fuckboy and stuff like that. The whole thing of Superior Spider-Man is that Doc Ock. What if Doc Ock was Spider-Man?
So here's where you said he has like talons and fangs.
Yeah. Yeah, and I this version of 2099 is pretty good. I like this version. He's a lot more bulkier, but I like that because it's like just pure 90s. That's it's such a cool design. I love that costume. It's so
look at this,
fucking good.
It's so cool.
Because in the comics, I believe, or a version of it is that he was dressing up like a Day of the Dead celebration thing, so that's why it's like kind of skull themed and stuff. But he just like kept with it.
I wonder if they talk about it in this trivia.
Probably.
Let's see. Miguel's costume, contrary to popular belief, was originally black, but appears blue due to coloring errors. Oh,
no, that doesn't.
That's fucking nothing.
Nothing.
No, I mean he's
an interesting character. He's such a 90s character because he's always serious all the fucking time. Just like every 90s comic character is like, I'm fucking cool and badass and I don't follow the rules kind of thing. What the fuck? Wait, while in the President Miguel was concerned with global warming and Donald Trump, what the fuck? Wait, I didn't know about this one. I didn't know about this one.
What a stupid piece of trivia.
Wait, that's such a dumbass. Oh, is that I think there was an issue of a Marvel comic. That might have been one where like, MODOK? He was in the Ant-Man movie. He was the guy with the floating head.
Yeah.
They did a version of that, but with Trump's head. It was like, why? This is really dumb.
That is really, 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 really dumb.
Yeah, it's so stupid.
I hate everything.
Marvel's had some hiccups along the way.
Wait, let me see if I can find his character on this. I want to see if they say it.
I think you just passed it.
Alternate universe.
No, go up. Go. Oh wait, right there. You're right there. You fuck. Not him. Go down. Down more. A little bit. Almost there. There you are. Earth 928.
Oh yeah, this outfit was originally worn during a Day of the Dead costume. Okay, cool.
Yeah, but yeah, 2099 is a cool character. They also show Spider-Woman, but it's not a Spider-Woman version I'm very familiar with. Yeah, and then that's Scarlet Spider.
This part was funny. This part was awesome.
And that's Spider-Man. That's Unlimited from the 90s cartoon. And
this is Spider-Man from the game.
Yep, and I think that's supposed to be a comic book-y one. But go back a little bit more. Like, hold on. I'll show you. That's Scarlet Spider.
Oh,
you. Yeah, that's Scarlet Spider. That's Ben Reilly, which is a clone of Peter Parker.
Yeah,
and I love how they kept the 90s costume. That's such a cool. I'm so nostalgic.
They have the costume in the game. You know that, right?
Yeah.
It's a sick costume. I always wear this costume.
It's so fucking sick.
I like it's very simple. Kind of reminds me of Miles' original costume.
Yeah, the Clone Wars. Or not the Clone Wars.
Star Wars?
The Clone. The Clone Saga in the comics, not very good. Please just read a recap. Don't actually waste your time with it.
And then this is
Spider-Woman, Jessica Drew.
Who's pregnant?
It's a different version. And Spider-Punk, and the Indian Spider-Man. Which Spider-Punk is played by the dude from Get Out, the main black guy. I forget his name.
Let me see if I can find it.
But apparently there's going to be a love triangle between him, Gwen, and Miles, which people are upset about for some reason because Twitter is they can never be happy.
Because we want to see our characters do.
Why can't they just be friends? Because then there's no tension.
This guy?
Dipshit. No, that's the Indian guy. Oh, that's the dude from Deadpool.
Yeah.
He plays Spider-Man from India. No, I'm talking about Spider-Punk. You'll see him. Right there. The black guy. Yeah, no, there you go.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, it's cool he's in this movie.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Spider-Punk. And that
Awesome.
honestly, Spider-Punk, the solo series that's going on, I don't know if it's still going on, is kind of really good. So, like, I don't know why, but yeah, it's good. But yeah, and Miles is awesome. I actually, just a little side story thing. I went to go see at King's Theater in Brooklyn, Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, but the orchestra version.
Oh, yeah,
where
yeah.
they take out the music from the movie and perform it live on an orchestra, and like, my God, I had like the chills and the feelings. Like, it was just so
like
fucking awesome. And they've only done it once so far. And the guy who plays Miles was there. And Dan Slott, who created Spider-Verse but not Miles, was there. Yeah.
I like how they have like Peter Parker with a kid, right?
I love it so much.
And they're like, yeah, you know, he could bring his child and his child's gonna be part of the super team, but not you, Miles. You get the fuck off my team.
I don't think she's part of the team. I think she's just. I think
Peter's like, let me bring her on a little. Let me bring her on a little.
Well, that's a Spider-Man-esque thing to do. It's like, I'm so busy with things. He's in a bathrobe. I mean, like, you know, this is what I want to see.
So dumb
in the comics. This is what I need.
Peter, Miles, I don't want you on my fucking team. But sure, Peter, you could bring your fucking kid.
Well,
I guess.
Like I'm sure it's a spur of the moment thing, and like he can't just like drop off his daughter real quick. I don't know. I don't have a problem with it. I'm just really happy to see Peter with the child.
I just find it really funny. That's all. It's just kind of funny.
Yeah.
That like this whole thing is like, you can't be on the team. Stop fucking with the universe. I'm gonna kill you.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, if you bring your kid and your kid's like in danger, like go ahead. But you, Miles, you can't protect your dad.
Yeah.
It's like,
I don't know if that's the main plot. That's what.
That's what I got out of the trailer. Is he's trying to like. Miles is obviously the kind of character who will try to save everybody.
Yeah.
Whereas like the 2099 guy seems very much more.
He's like, oh, whatever the cause, the
ends
whatever.
justify the means, right? Like if my brother has to die, I don't want to shoot my team. Miles,
that's racially motivated.
No, maybe I was going to say that. I was going to say
because a lot of these, besides Miguel, a lot of these variants are off of Peter, which I think is going to like go well with the theme. Like all these Spider-Man are some derivative of Peter Parker.
Well, look, all of them. Like we've got
all of them, but like
Spider-Punk is.
All of these are basically Peter.
That's Peter.
I think
Peter, yeah.
What the message is of this movie particularly is like Miles is not Peter. He's his own character, but like because he carries the name of Spider-Man, people are automatically going to assume, oh, he's going to
do stuff like Peter.
Yeah, when he's his own separate character and he does his things his own way, kind of thing.
Yeah.
So like I'm already super fucking stoked about this. And the first one means a lot to me. That's like my favorite Spider-Man movie, one of my favorite superhero movies. It's top 3 and it's not number 3.
It's so good.
Yeah, it
is genuinely like it's personally one of my favorites.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think it's my favorite. I love Spider-Verse a lot.
It's not your favorite Spider-Man movie?
No.
What's your favorite Spider-Man movie? If you
Spider-Man
say 2, I'm gonna punch you in the. You're so blinded by nostalgia.
No. I watched it like a couple years ago. It's really good.
Listen, they're goofy and they're fun, but like at the crux of the core of what Spider-Man is, no other Spider-Man movie nails it like Spider-Verse does.
Oh no! In
Not
terms of
even
the core
close.
of Spider-Man, yes, Spider-Man
Mm-hmm.
Into the Spider-Verse clearly does a better job at telling the story of the idea of who Spider-Man is.
Yeah.
What I like about 2 is that it tells more of a story of Peter Parker.
Yeah, it does.
Which is what I like about, which is personally one of my favorite aspects of the Spider-Man stories, is not necessarily, like, I do love the overarching theme of Spider-Man, like, especially in Spider-Verse, where it's like, anyone can be Spider-Man, and it's proven by Miles' actions.
Yeah.
But with Spider-Man 2, it's more about Peter Parker and him conflicting with himself and Spider-Man, the Spider-Man alter ego, which is one of my favorite aspects of the Spider-Man.
Yeah, and it's based on a famous comic storyline, Spider-Man No More.
Like, right? Like, I love those kinds of stories. I do agree that, like...
Listen, like, you saying that your favorite aspect of the Spider-Man thing being, like, Peter Parker's life surrounding is, like, for the majority of the comics, yes, but then you get to where we're at right now in the comics, and you're like, I want to fucking kill everyone.
Yeah, but look, that's because all the writers at Marvel are just
wait a minute, Spider-Man has to grow up.
Are like my brother. You know what they do? Yeah. All they want is
what? She should have married Gwen.
Maybe he should fuck Black Panther.
Black Panther.
Black like, one more time.
The child is like, come over real quick.
He's a child.
Let me give you
a child. He's a child.
He's out of high school.
Oh my god. he's out of Well, I think out of all the movies we've looked at, or all the things we've looked at, I think we're both probably, I can say,
the most excited for this one. Yeah,
are both excited for
this is my
Spider-Verse.
This is my most anticipated movie of the year. I'm so hyped.
I mean, like, look, dude. You know what else? This comes out the same. When does it come out in the summer, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, June 2nd.
Yeah.
It comes out June 2nd, right? And then we've got...
I've seen that shit in IMAX.
We've got...
every fucking showing.
We've got...
Guardians 3 that comes out...
Guardians 3 also comes out in the summer. I thought May. May 5th.
May, yeah.
Oh, man, I'll be at a Joji concert. I can't see it.
Good.
I literally can't see it.
I would get spoiled for you, dipshit.
I mean, I don't.
Rocket's gonna fucking die. I could just.
I mean, come on. You'd have to be like genuinely. You'd have to be an idiot to not recognize that they're probably going to.
They all die, honestly.
Well, because here's the thing.
Just clean the slate.
In terms of understanding contracts, Dave Bautista said he's done. He doesn't want to be a part of these movies anymore. He wants to be a serious actor, whatever that means for a WWE. Old WWE.
I mean,
he's a good actor, but
he was in Knives Out. I mean, he did a pretty good job of that.
But he's not a serious actor in that movie either. He plays a goofy idiot in that movie.
Yeah, but
the only time he's a serious actor are like really crappy, aka Guardians 3, aka the last good Marvel movie.
Yep.
So like me and my brother were actually talking about this.
This is probably the only one in Phase 5. This is probably the only Phase 5 movie I'm going to see in theaters. I think I'm swearing off the rest of them. I genuinely do not care.
Because, like, Dave Bautista's done, so they're probably going to kill off Dave Bautista. I have a feeling that Bradley Cooper doesn't care enough about the character anymore.
Gamora, she's probably like, I've been in
Zoe Saldana,
highest ranking franchise movies. I think I'm gonna lay low for a little bit.
Probably not, because they have. What are they gonna? They're gonna kill off like the main. Like they bring her back for a reason.
Yeah, but she's not just gonna main one. Off. She's just a different version.
I know, but they're probably gonna make it to where just like what they do with Loki and Loki series, where they kind of bring him up to speed on where his character arc is.
Yeah.
In the current timeline, they're probably gonna do the same thing with this character.
Will probably stay.
I mean, yeah, Karen Gillan seems like
hit or miss. It would have more of an impact if Peter died, but I mean, if Chris Pratt wants to play Booster Gold, then kill him. kill Star-Lord.
Does he want to be Booster Gold?
He commented on it. He's like, if James wants me to, I don't mind.
I mean, I could see it.
I could see him as Booster Gold.
Goofy.
100%.
He's a goofy idiot.
Yeah, and Booster Gold is a fucking goofy moron.
So it would work.
Mantis, she'll probably live.
Yeah. The thing is, though, like it's just funny because they like Dave Bautista wants out, but one of the best dynamics in the show or in the crew, are Mantis and.
Well, that's why they're ending it.
And Drax.
It's gonna be done after this because you can't think Guardians without James Gunn. You know.
Like, has James Gunn said he's not making it? He's not directing any
of his
last movies.
I mean, he's running DC now. There's no room for him.
And there's no
He's
time
like
for him
essentially
to
the
do it.
Kevin Feige of
Gamora
DC
hangs
at this
around Adam Warlock a bunch in the comics. They might do that.
Yeah, they might do that as well. Yeah.
I mean, they've obviously in the comics they have different iterations of the team.
Well,
Too,
I mean,
right?
the first iteration.
By the way, this isn't news. We just wanted to talk about Guardians because, like, just to kind of give you guys a bit of a taste of how we feel about the Marvel universe. You'll see how excited we are about this.
Yeah.
And then once he watches Ant-Man, you'll be reminded why he doesn't
I will
like the Marvel universe.
I will want to Baja blast my brains out.
Yeah, it sucks.
But like the Guardians that the movies are based on are like I think the second or third iteration, which has Rocket.
No, if I remember correctly, it's the first.
No, the very first one has the guy who does the whistle thing with the
Yondu.
That's the very first iteration of Guardians.
Without,
back in like the 70s. Doesn't have Star-Lord, doesn't have any of that.
Okay.
Peter was introduced in well, he was an old character that showed up like in one issue, but then they were like, fuck that. And then in the 2008 one, they reintroduced him into the Guardians, and then Gamora and Adam Warlock, Drax, Rocket, Groot, and then one more character from the first iteration of Guardians, who I can't remember the name of, but yeah. But that comic book line is really good, and it leads up to this awesome Marvel event called Annihilation, which is like while Civil War is happening on Earth, like forget Jim Starling, who's really big into space stuff in the comics, was just like, hey, can we just have a giant space adventure while all this miserable shit is going on? And then Marvel editorial's like, yeah, fuck it. And it sold like gangbusters. It was really good. And it's like, I'm not a big fan of Marvel events at all. Like, I don't like Civil War. I don't like Secret Invasion. But I do like Annihilation and Secret Wars. The Jonathan Hickman one. That one was really good. But yeah, I'm excited for Guardians 3. I'm not like super stoked. I'm not like as excited.
I'm hyped. I'm hyped. This might be the last one.
Yeah, but I wasn't even a fan of the I did not like Guardians.
I like the second.
It was so annoying.
I like the second one.
I didn't hate it.
I still think we were talking.
The first Guardians is just way better.
Me and my brother were talking about this in the car.
Yeah.
Earlier today, we were both. I was just like saying like, you know this is the end of the Marvel universe if this bombs.
Yes.
Like this will do very well the first. There's no denying this will do well opening weekend.
Yeah.
It's the second and third weekend that matters.
Yes.
And if this doesn't do well, then it just shows Marvel the fatigue has finally started. Because Guardians is their, like, personally speaking, is their best property. Is their best
MCU?
in the MCU.
Yeah.
Is their best property.
Yeah.
Personally. Spider-Man is obviously up there, but
not even really.
No, Tom Holland does a pretty good job getting people
he
to
does a
want to
decent
see
job,
Spider-Man
but
movies.
it's like,
dang, I kind of want this to bomb now. That's the thing.
So
there's a part of me that wants it to bomb.
Because check it out. Since Ant-Man was a financial failure, we had Creed 3, which was an amazing boxing movie that people went to see.
Yeah.
Broke records for that franchise. John Wick 4, there's no Marvel movie, broke franchise records. And then there's a third one that I'm forgetting that did really well in the box office. But like, it's movies that aren't based on superhero comic books that are actually doing well in the box office now. Now they have a fighting chance. Like now we're not completely flooded with superhero stuff. Yeah, let's see. Puss in Boots, for example.
I finally saw it, by the way.
Oh, it's so good, isn't it?
Dude. Tears in my eyes, baby.
Dude, it's so good.
All right, so box office for March 2023.
Scream. That's the one. Scream.
Record
highs.
You've got your fucking comic book movies only in the top 5.
That's
only.
Wait, Shazam is go. This is just for March. Oh, okay.
It's all just March.
Okay.
So this is This is the box office they've made throughout the month of March.
Like this is
Creed has just annihilated.
As a movie fan,
everything.
This is genuinely very fucking exciting because it's like, wow, we're not just gonna be like, holy shit! Even last month, Avatar made a lot of money. What the fuck,
dude?
Yo, 80 for Brady. Damn, dude.
Look at that. But no, it did. Like for them to not still be successful after Like Shazam came out this month, right?
Yeah, and it bombed pretty much.
It's a bomb. It
dropped off like 80% after the opening weekend.
Yeah, this is how much it's made over its lifetime, since it was released. Ant-Man,
and then Shazam has only made 53 million. That's not that. Well, for movie studios, that's pocket. That's nothing. Damn. Whereas
like movies
Scream,
that just came out,
Scream's budget is super cheap because it's a horror movie. So like 98 is good for that. Yeah. But like for a superhero movie, 53 is not. It's completely trash.
Yeah, for Cocaine Bear to be making more money. What a fucking joke. Cocaine Bear. Give me a fucking break.
It's not even really based on it. Oh, by the way, just newsflash, Dungeons and Dragons, I saw it over the weekend because there was nothing else I was doing.
Do you like it?
A lot of people hyped it up. It's not good. It's fine.
It's fine. I figured. I saw on Reddit, like, somebody was like, if you're a D&D fan, you do think this movie is good. But if you're not...
and I'm not a D&D fan, so...
And I'm just like, yeah, I mean, it makes sense.
Yeah. But,
March 2023 box office exposes a massive franchise change.
Yeah.
What this means. So, yeah, it's exactly what it's saying. A significant change.
It's so amazing how Marvel misstepped one time with this Ant-Man shit, and now they're like, "Oh, what the? All right, cancel Agatha. Echo might not be. I don't know. Like they're like panicking.
Even this first paragraph says like, the month was also marked by disappointing performance of MCU's Ant-Man, which hints a possible superhero fatigue, which is something I think we'll talk about in a way bigger video. In a bigger video, we want to kind of just talk about it now.
People have been saying superhero fatigue for ages. Like, when the X-Men movies weren't doing well, it's like, is this superhero fatigue? It's never going to completely disappear. Like, that's stupid and idiotic. I think
though now it is. I don't think it's stupid and idiotic now because with Endgame,
I forgot Jonathan Majors is out. Yes, so apparently, so the victim came out and retracted her statements about it. And apparently there is footage. Again, it's never I haven't seen the footage, but of him like not fighting back at all and stuff. So these may just be allegations, but you know how the internet is. Once you're accused of something, it's fucking over. Like,
it depends. It depends.
Well, there have been times where... Do you know Rex Orange County? He's a singer. He was accused of sexual abuse, and then didn't respond for months, and then months passed by. There's camera footage of the incident, and he did no such thing. In fact, he told the lady to get away from him, kind of thing. But yet people are still like, yeah, I won't support it. Rex Orange County.
I know. I mean, it's the same thing with Vic Mignogna and stuff. Yeah. But
so
all I'm saying is, I think because Jonathan Majors is so prolific right now, people are going to see that and be like, okay, we misunderstood. There will be people who are like, I mean, he's still bad for some fucking reason.
Did you know about the Jonathan Majors thing right now?
Yeah, the assault allegations.
No, but did you know that she retracted it?
No, because
not a lot of people know that.
But also, people might be on Twitter anymore. I probably would have found it on Twitter.
Yeah, fucking Twitter.
I probably would have found it on Twitter somehow.
Yeah, so I think Marvel, as long as they know that he's completely innocent, I think he'll be fine. But if there's any reasonable doubt at all,
then... He had a follow-up post on text conversation that didn't do him any favors. I still hope he's innocent because he's the only thing making me want to watch the future.
Yeah.
And it sucks because everyone's like, ooh, Michael B. Jordan's new BFF. Jonathan Majors is going to be making a bunch of movies together.
I don't know. If he is innocent, I genuinely feel terrible and awful that this is happening to him. But if, there's any reasonable...
I mean, it's the same thing with Josh Rowland, who's technically they said we couldn't find enough sufficient evidence, meaning that they still might suspect of him as domestic violence. But it's whatever. You know what? MCU sucks. That's all I'm all gonna say right now. Because you know what's better than MCU?
If they can't do Jonathan Mayers, this is a fucked up joke, but Kang variant.
I know you said that. You said that to me a while ago. You were like, we just got to do a Kang variant and make it work.
Be like, that King was weak as shit. I've been the real King all along.
It just is really funny because at the end of Ant-Man, spoilers for you, JJ, at the very end of Ant-Man, I know you don't give a shit.
I don't give a flying fuck.
They have an entire arena filled with different variants.
Yeah, Loki's there too, right? I think I saw the leak of that. Is
No,
Loki
no,
there?
no.
Just standing
So
there?
there's a giant, like Coliseum filled with Jonathan Majors,
Yeah, no, I know.
like clones
Yeah,
of
that's in the
him.
trailer.
And then, is it in the trailer?
Yeah,
I don't know.
it's
That.
like him screaming like.
And then another cutscene is the old timey Jonathan
Yeah,
Kang,
yeah, yeah. I saw that one. And that's where
with
Loki said
Loki's like he's the most terrifying being in the
oh,
entire
God,
universe.
he's fucking.
And what's his name? Owen Wilson's like,
Yeah.
he doesn't look that scary.
I think what they should do, and you can hire me, Marvel. They should create a whole division for each actor, like a group of writers for each character, and be like, okay, if an actor fucks up at all, we need to write breakout scenarios that will like be organic to the story. Like, oh, the Jonathan Majors one, oh, but it was the whole like write clauses. Like, you could hire a whole team to do that and pay them like whatever you want just to write you out of scenarios.
Yeah.
Like, I think they need to hire a team to do that at this point, because now Marvel is having DC drama finally. Like, DC has been having drama up the fucking wazoo with like every major release, but now Marvel's finally getting some of it. It's kind of Marvel's being humbled right now.
Dude.
This phase is them being humbled right now.
They're being told, because I was going to say before,
They're being
Endgame felt like the end.
Yeah.
You do not name your movie Endgame
without
and then still try to continue the franchise. Because we've both been watching this for 10 plus years. We've been watching this since we were in elementary school.
Yeah.
Like, I'm personally done. Like, genuinely. I'm still going to keep watching it because I need it for content. I need it for content.
Done.
Like, even like Mandalorian, like, I don't give a shit about the new Mandalorian. I don't give a shit about Star Wars.
At all.
I can't even, like, me and my girlfriend are supposed to finish episode 9. We are so reluctant to finish it because she saw Rey heal the snake worm thing. And she's like, I'm done. Yeah. I'm done. She's like, it makes no sense. Where does this come from?
Fucking sense, yeah.
And I'm like, the Force, babe. Come on.
Yeah.
Don't be stupid.
That being said, I'll still buy Star Wars Lego heads because they're fun to build.
Yeah.
I like them.
They're cool.
And they look cool.
But you know what's even cooler than Lego heads?
What's that?
Resident fucking Evil.
Careful.
What do you mean careful?
Star Wars Lego heads are still pretty cool.
No. Look, dude, Leon is so much cooler than that. He's like, my girlfriend's been getting fan edits of Leon on TikTok. I haven't. I talk about Leon more than any person should.
Yeah, you do.
And
bingo.
Where'd everyone go? Bingo?
Bingo?
Dude, oh my god, it's such a good fucking line. This game is so good.
They really did improve on the combat, though, because I remember the reason why I couldn't finish the original, I'm like, these tank controls, I want to fucking shoot myself. Like, because in the original, you can't walk while shooting, and it's the most, like, fucking thing. Whereas this one, you can. The combat's just way better. Your knife can break, so it's not this invincible thing, which is...
You're telling me that's not cool? You're telling me that's not cooler than your stupid
Lego heads. I could do that in a second.
Star Wars Lego heads.
I could do that in a second. Star Wars Lego heads last me at least 4 hours.
Night. Those are classic lines. That's it, baby. That's all I need. I heard. I haven't. Okay, so I haven't played Resident Evil 4 remake. I've played the original, which, while it is genuinely one of the best video games ever made,
and changed the third-person shooter landscape.
Yeah,
ever.
Personally, my favorite out of the Resident Evil games is RE2.
The remake?
Yeah, the remake. Okay. The remake is personally my favorite. Second would probably be Village.
Okay.
And bro, if you love this game, you got to play Village. Like, there's just no denying.
Well,
because the inspirations for Village. All right, so I'm going to take you through the
RE spectrum,
the lore.
Only if I get to do FNAF lore eventually.
Yeah, but I'm gonna keep this like till like 10 minutes.
No.
So Resident Evil 5 and 6 were panned by their fans. They took what RE4 did and dialed it to like 1 billion, to a point where it didn't feel recognizable. I don't know if you've heard like the bad reception of RE's 5 and 6.
Yeah.
Like, they're just critically panned. Story's awful. gameplay's too like gameplay is fun, but it's too much.
Yeah.
Um,
Well, they turned it from what I've heard. Like 5 was just like a co-op disaster. 6 was just like all action galore and didn't really feel.
it was
like
action galore, no
thing
horror,
anymore. Yeah.
and the story made no fucking sense.
Yeah.
I have a review up. This guy, I love this guy. Still up. You should definitely watch him if you haven't.
Nah.
I'm pretty sure I've told you about this guy before.
Yo, Ada in this fucking game. Ada. Oh,
dude, Ada. Dude, Ada's the best, bro. Ada's so. What I like about Ada is that she's like trying to seduce Leon.
yeah. By like
Leon's
trying
like-
to kill him.
But Leon's like, nah.
Nah.
Like now, in RE2, he kind of falls for it because he's like a new cop.
Yeah,
he's just really trusting. He's innocent. And then in this game, in RE4, he's like,
Yeah.
I've murdered hundreds.
Yeah, he's
as a secret agent.
He's okay. So the comparison I would say is like Resident Evil 2 Leon. I finished his campaign. Is Ripley from Alien, and then Resident Evil 4 Leon is Alien's Ripley, where she's more hardened and stuff like that.
Yeah. He's just so fucking cool. He is so cool. Leon the Sex Kennedy. Yes. Yes. Leon, please.
I'll say this.
Claire, my sister Claire is single.
I'll say this. They did away with the scene, which I thought was fucking hilarious in the original, where he's on a jet ski with Ashley, and she's like overtime, and then he just throws her off the fucking jet ski in the water.
Oh no, he doesn't
drives away.
He doesn't do that.
No,
that's
is that an edit?
Probably.
Oh, that's a meme.
That's
Damn
a
it.
meme.
That's
he doesn't throw her off. He just says, "Sorry, no thanks."
Sorry, no thanks. And I like.
Let me find.
I like how they made Ashley like look like a woman instead of a child.
Well, in the to be fair, she's kind of like
that makes it a little weird in the original. Just like in the original, she's like, "You want to have sex?" It's like, bruh, you look like 15. Get the fuck off.
Because Japanese people are.
I know.
That aspect,
but that's what I'm
Japanese
saying. That's why I like. She's hot. She's fucking hot.
In this, she does she's more mature.
She's a grown woman.
In this part of the review, he's literally talking about that relationship where she's much more mature.
Yeah.
In this game,
and she's not.
And their relationship is much more of like, I'm trying to save you, and you're scared. Dude, look at how he is in the original. Oh my god!
Are you sure you're not gay?
What a hunk, bro!
Oh, you're not a homosexual.
This is.
There's already sexy mods of him, like just fucking.
Gotta buy this.
There's one with him with a tramp stamp.
Bro. I gotta buy this game. So like in the original, Ada is very much more just like. Like she's just there to be Leon's hot ex.
Yeah.
Whereas I can see in this one, she's just like
she's an angel.
Shut up, you freak!
Go the fuck up. Look at her with the turtleneck too. That does something to me. I don't know. Anyways,
this game is so good because it blends horror and action so well.
I would say the first half is more horror based, and then the second half is more action based.
Yeah, just everything about this game, about the original for me, is just the blend of good horror. Like in the beginning, like you said, like the creepiness of the village.
Anytime you hear someone say anything in Spanish, you're like, "What the fuck was that?"
Yeah,
it's made me terrified of Hispanics.
Okay, okay.
I was more directing
canceled. Canceled.
I was directing that toward Peter.
And then the second half of this, is just balls to the wall, good action. Like his fight with his former teacher.
Oh, the guy with the beret.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wish I remember people's names. I don't remember anyone's name.
He was a cool boss fight though. He was hard as shit though.
Also, this reviewer said that this game is a better Last of Us.
Yeah.
Like the combat's way more fun.
Oh yeah. I mean, it's way more fun. But Last of Us is going more realistic, whereas like Resident Evil 4 is more stylized.
So here's the original Resident Evil 4, and this is what you hated. You hated that you had to stop and wait, and kill people,
and Ashley constantly getting caught and yelling.
Well, if you
this one, she's like way better.
Don't get caught. Don't let her get caught.
Shut the fuck up.
I'm being serious. Skill issue.
You're an actual clown.
Skill issue.
Honk honk clown.
Dude, it's a skill issue. If you got her. So I heard this part. It's like this guy is even better in the remake.
Yeah, I like him.
I can gush about Resident Evil 4 so much. So Resident Evils 5 and 6 were panned, right? Then RE7 comes out, complete fucking 360
Yeah. I remember
on the
watching
game.
playthroughs of this game and being like, I'm never touching this.
More horror aspect, more creepiness.
Yeah.
Like, it's supposed to go back to its roots of like creepy Resident Evil, and for the most part, they try to do the first person moment
Yeah.
to make it more personable for for you as the player.
Do you like the shift to first person or no?
Um,
Because some Resi fans are like, either keep it third
a
person.
lot
or
of Resident Evil fans do not like the first person,
Yeah.
because the game,
Because it's cheap. Because you're in a first person, so like anything that shocks you. Whereas like
it's cheap. It's more just like the nostalgia aspect.
it can be because you're more drawn into it because it's like you're in the.
Well, to be fair, so I was watching a review about Resident Evil 4, a different review about Resident Evil 4.
Game trailers are still around.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, this came out 6 years ago. This trailer.
Oh.
The person said it best. Like, the whole point of the first person perspective for Ethan Winters is because originally Capcom was going to focus more on Ethan being you, the player.
Right.
Whereas in the other Resident Evil games, you're not playing.
You're playing Leon, you're playing Chris.
You're Leon,
Claire.
you're Chris, you're Claire, you're Jill, you're Ashley, you're everybody, you're the character. Which is why, like in Resident Evil 8, they stick to the first person perspective, but they bring back a lot of core elements from RE4.
Yeah.
That a lot of people love. Like, this is a much more action-based game. But in its DLC, you're playing as Ethan Winters' daughter. Ethan's more of a character in Village to a certain extent. He's still kind of a blank piece of toast.
Wow, spoiler, he lives after the 7th one. Damn.
So sorry. So
he has a daughter? I didn't know he had a daughter.
That sucks. So he's...
I did miss the laser pointing thing because they just replace it with the cursor.
You can't get it in the game?
You can, but you have to unlock it.
Yeah, you unlock it in the game too.
No, you start out with it.
No, you don't.
No, you get it really early on in the original.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah.
Right.
Whereas, like, you have to get like some tokens or whatever. And
well, what you're seeing here is the extent of the laser pointer.
Yeah.
Like, it is
vertical. I like the laser pointer. I like when they try to replace like the generic like cursor thing.
For, like
the aim sight
in RE8's DLC, you play as his daughter.
Yeah.
And that is only in third person.
Oh, okay.
It's only in third person.
Yeah.
So what this guy who was reviewing Resident Evil 4 was saying is like, they were probably focusing on Ethan's story to be your story.
Yeah.
Whereas the original games were, here's Leon, like we were saying, here's Leon, here's Jill, here's Claire, here's Chris. You're watching their story and playing for them, not necessarily you're the character. So RE7 comes out on the new RE engine, which just is, I mean, you could see it in RE4. Look at how fucking.
So with the remakes, are they just like recontextualizing it so it fits better within the new continuity?
No, they're not. They don't bring up RE7 or 8 like in terms of.
But like visually, it looks
similar. Oh, because they're all in the same engine.
Yeah.
Like, it's not necessarily a recontextualizing. They wanted to remake these games because they knew that this game did so well. They knew that people still love Resident Evil. So why not completely build the game from the ground up on our new engine and then make it the best video game ever made when it came out? I think, didn't it win? I think it won Game of the Year.
I will say, so I am still on I'm on Claire's playthrough, but I'm going through it real fast. So here's my whole thing. It's a little bit of story time, so buckle in. I am not really a speed runner at all.
Yeah.
Like, I like to enjoy games and such like that. So when I finished the Leon campaign, there was new story mode or second run, which was just Claire's story. And I was just like, what's the difference? So I looked it up online, and it's like second run is a much more quicker thing since like Leon's and Claire's are very similar. without
They're
some
pretty much
aspects.
identical.
So the second run is a much quicker way. I'm like, all right, I'll do that. But you know, because I played it back to back, it's like, oh, I know where all the items are and stuff. But with me knowing where all the items are and stuff, that makes Mr. X a lot more aggressive when you're finding this stuff, because I'm like, oh, I already know the medallion thing, da 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 da.
Mm-hmm.
So now Mr. X just shows up at a bonfire like way early on, just like, all right, you're completing this too quickly. I gotta go kill you. So like, it's like, wow, I'm completing what would have taken me like 2 hours within like 1 hour. Like I got out of the police manor and in the downstairs area in like 48 minutes. So I was like, oh, this is what's fun about speedrunning. It's like, oh, I know where everything is. So I could just like blast through this real quick.
If I remember correctly, let me see if I can pull it up on Steam. My Steam's not working.
Yo, awesome, dude.
I'm gonna try to pull it up. But I beat Resident Evil 2 in 2 hours.
Like one of the campaigns?
Yeah.
Which one? The Leon?
I think I beat Leon's in like 2 hours or something like that. Let me see if I can find it. I have to install the game, but I'm not gonna do that. But
yeah,
I'm gonna see if there was like.
Also, I played the PS1 costumes for the majority of it because it's cool.
Like you get the true ending if you beat both campaigns, which is fun.
Yeah.
Let me see if it tells me if.
So wait, when you both, because I haven't completed Claire's yet. Is there like a third campaign that unlocks or
no?
Oh no.
So if you were to beat Leon's story and then you beat Claire's story next, you'll get a secret ending.
Oh, okay.
Like more to it.
Gotcha.
Which is kind of nice. Yeah. I could have sworn it told me how many. I'd have to download the game, but like
yeah.
I played this game for almost 30 hours, which is kind of crazy. Like,
yeah, it's really fun.
Like, because it's just like I said, if you beat it, if you beat it really fast, it's short.
Yeah,
it's not a fast game.
Yeah,
like I said, I think I beat this game in like 2 hours or an hour and 48 minutes because I knew where everything was. I literally like got out of the police station and got to the basement.
Yeah.
And got into the laboratory like within a half hour.
Yeah.
Because I knew where everything is, and it's like helps you like once you know where everything is, you start managing your inventory a lot better.
Yes. Yeah.
So like definitely. I don't have to waste ammo on zombies. I just run around them.
Yes.
I only used my ammo during the during like boss encounters. And easiest freaking thing in the world.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Because they also give you ammo in the fight. So I'll have like almost like 300 bullets for a pistol.
Yeah.
Because I saved everything up. And then I'd upgrade everything.
Yeah, you learn how to headshot well real quick in these games. You're just like pop, pop, pop.
Yeah.
Especially because I played Resi 4, and then right after I played Resi 2, I was just like pop, pop, pop. But these ones get up more often.
So for you, RE4 Remake was your first Resident Evil game? Like getting into it?
Yes.
And like finishing it?
Yeah.
RE2 Remake was my first game.
Okay.
And I fell in love. I played it every day when it came out.
Yeah.
And like I said, I try to like do speed runs of it and get like good rankings and stuff.
Yeah.
And it's a really good game.
It's a really good game. I like it a lot. I think the way I'm trucking along right now is because with my PlayStation Plus thing, I get the remake free and Biohazard free. So after I complete
RE4 or RE7?
RE7, yeah.
Okay,
it's
real
Biohazard.
Quick. Biohazard's for all of them. Japan has a different name for Resident Evil.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
It's like a Mega Man situation?
Yeah, it's like Resident Evil Biohazard, something like that.
No, but like all the games are called Resident Evil Is it called Resident Evil Biohazard or just Biohazard?
Resident Evil.
I like
name.
Resident Evil
is known as Biohazard in Japan.
That sucks. Resident Evil is a much better.
It's Biohazard 7 Resident Evil.
Yeah.
So like
okay, so Resident Evil 7 is what I'm referring to.
Yeah, because you're gonna be playing this one.
So I'm gonna be after I'm done with 2, I'm gonna be playing that one. Then I'll probably play Village, and then if it kind of angers me because now that I'm getting into Resident Evil, I could have bought those games on sale so many times.
Yeah,
Now that
because they've been on sale for like $20.
because like now that Resi 4 came out, I'm like, oh, they're gonna have a Resident Evil sale. No sales whatsoever. I'm like, now that I'm into this franchise, you're all of a sudden gonna make again. The games aren't full price; they're like $40 each, which is fair. But like, I'm like, well, now I want to wait. So the ones I have available to me are 7, and then the original Resident Evil.
By the way, if you want to know a bunch of the lore,
yeah,
she's perfect. She got me into.
I've seen the Resident Evil 4 remake. Phenomenal. I've seen that in my feed. I just haven't.
She does a phenomenal job. Like she even got me back into Bayonetta. Like that's how good of a job she does about like reviewing these games.
Yeah, too bad she's a woman. I'm kidding.
So true.
Jokes.
So true. You're so right.
Joking.
Damn it.
All satire. Satire. Every satire.
I'm so stupid. You're so right. You're so fucking right. I just didn't listen to anything he says because she's a woman.
Yes, that's what I've been saying this whole time.
You're so right.
Thank you for finally opening up your eyes.
God, I'm so dumb.
Open your eyes. But yeah, so have you ever played the like original formatted Resident Evil, like the OG?
The original Resident Evil 2?
No, like the first.
Like the very first Resident Evil? No.
Yeah,
I haven't played the one with Jill.
Used to those like tank controls and stuff like that.
I'm not used to the tank controls of like the fixed hallway.
Right. Yeah.
And that I'm used to Resident Evil 4. The Resident Evil 4, this one.
Yeah.
I'm used to this type of.
So it'll be interesting to see. Like now, I'm gonna get the whole scope of Resident Evil. Like right now, I'm finishing the third persons. I'll get into new first person, and then how it was originally.
Yeah, I will say. So this might not be your favorite. RE3.
Yeah, I heard it was only like 4 hours.
It is.
It's just kind
and that's without speedrunning. The game is very short, even without speedrunning.
Is that for both campaigns 4 hours or 4 hours each?
I think Carlos's campaign is even shorter.
Ooh.
Because like he's so fucking like they try to do a lot more with him in the remake because he's even more minor in the original.
Yeah.
But like he's just kind of there.
Well, they made him Mr. X basically in this remake.
Who, Nemesis?
Yeah, right? Isn't he like kind of like Mr. X where he just follows you around?
He's like that even in the original.
Right.
But he plays more of an impact in the original.
Oh, okay.
Where like based on like how you interact with him, it'll change the ending a little bit.
Who's the shaggy-haired guy?
That's Carlos.
Oh.
So Carlos is in the original game. He's in the original game, but they give him more things to do in this one, including his own campaign.
Okay.
Whereas in a remake or in the original, there's only Jill's story.
Okay.
And it's much longer.
Gotcha. Yeah, so that's why I want to wait for the price to drop down because
like with this one, I would I think I even did a review on this. Let me see if I can find it. Yukon Gaming Club.
You're such a gamer, dude.
I wonder if they kept them. Yeah, they did. Okay, good. Thank God.
You're the biggest gamer I've ever seen.
Yeah, like I did a review on the game.
No. Did you show your cute little face?
No, I never showed my face in any of these videos. Didn't.
Why? Genuinely, why?
I didn't want to.
Why?
So, yeah, I think I said like I would buy this game. I would buy this game for like
on sale, like half.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like it's very.
It's only ever gone down, I think, to like 15 or 20.
I've talked about. I think I haven't mentioned it on the podcast. Maybe I've mentioned it to you before, but I am somebody who's like, especially with short games, I try to like calculate the dollars to hours.
Yeah.
So, like, if we look, we have almost 30 hours on RE2, but then we go to RE3 and I have 8.5 hours.
Damn.
Because it's very boring.
Mm-hmm.
And like I said, Carlos's second part is very, very
short.
Very short.
Yeah.
Like, it's not even that fun. And like, unlike what's his name? Unlike RE2, where if you beat both campaigns, you get like new shit.
Yeah.
you don't get anything out of playing Carlos's part.
That sucks.
But
Did they even do like
RE7,
the
I
PS1
love.
costumes? I love those. I love it when they do like
Yeah, here's
the
the PS2. Here's the PS1 costumes.
Oh, okay, cool.
You get it. I think it was like free
Oh no, but I mean like
when you pre-order.
I mean that's good too, but I meant like where they're all like pixelized or whatever. You know how in Resident
Do
Evil
you get
2?
that at the end? I don't remember.
Yeah. Look up the DLC, or it's free DLC now. Scroll down. Yeah, right there, right there.
Oh,
it's
shit.
like literally they're like old models, but everything else looks realistic.
Oh, it's sick. I have their old models, but in their old costumes and their new models.
Right. Okay.
But dude, these games are great. I'm really excited that you're getting into them.
Yeah.
Because I genuinely like have enjoyed all of them. Like even though I'm saying that RE3 isn't as good.
Yeah, I've looked up look up Avalanche reviews on YouTube. So he has like these, right there. Like he reviews every single like Resident Evil games, and he reviews every single port of them.
Dude, why is it 12 hours?
Well, because those are all separate videos, but he just combined them all into like a 12-hour.
Oh,
so they were originally like separate reviews. And then he does ones where it's like Resident Evil clones. So he goes over like Dino Crisis and stuff like that, and like. There's a new one that he came out with. The modern Resident Evil clones, where he like goes over like how each of these were inspired by Resident Evil in some way, shape, or form. Some that are complete rip-offs, and some are that like expand upon it. Like he reviews a bunch of like the Silent Hill games. Yeah, nearly every Resident Evil clone ever made. Yeah,
I will say this: like,
did you know they made a Vampire D Resident Evil type game? I mean, it's absolute garbage, but like it's kind of cool. Holy shit, I'm almost at 500 views. What?
Yeah, dude, you're so close.
Can you just click? I want to brag. I want to brag a little bit. So this is my video. Just pause it. You know, look down in the comments. So the original creator is the front one right there, and he was like, "Thanks for the reaction and stuff like that," and like. I know it's not big. He's not a big. He only has like 1,000 subs, but like genuinely, it like maybe like oh shit, like the creator of this video that I reacted to, like commented on my thing. Like he didn't need to do that. Like it was just so cool to like be like, whoa.
Was this the video?
Yeah, that's the video. Go check out the original video before you watch mine. But yeah, like he made a really good stop motion horror film, and like I don't know, it's just very cool. And it's cool that this is like it's really gaining traction. Like just 2 days ago it was only at like 200 views, now it's nearly up to 500. I'm like, I don't know what I did, but I did something right.
Yeah, and it could, like I was telling you before, it could be that like he promoted it to friends.
Yeah.
And they told people, and like you're getting people watching your video, which is great.
So I think I'm going to be doing a lot more horror reactions.
Because
they're quick and easy. Like I edited this shit in like 2 hours.
Yeah, your camera kept moving, dude. What the fuck?
Because it was on my fucking laptop. Yeah, now I know not to do that anymore. But
yeah, dude. I really want you to play these games. I think
little shameless plug.
I think you should play 7 and 8 first.
Yeah. I'm going to play 7 for sure.
After you play RE2.
Yeah.
Play 7 and 8. And then, if you really want to, go back to the classic RE4.
Yeah. I mean,
give it another shot. Because I hear that they took out a lot of stuff in RE4 in the remake. They took out a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
And while they clearly isn't valuable because RE4 remake is still fucking amazing.
Yeah.
You'll appreciate RE4 remake even more. Which is what like the original like RE2 remake and RE3 remake.
Yeah, I mean if it's on sale I will, but like I'll stick to 7 and then right after. I might do the original, but I get burned out pretty easily by a franchise.
You got to at least do RE8.
I will eventually when it goes on sale.
Got to. Yeah. You got to, dude. It's like
I'll probably because this is what happens to me.
How many hours do I have in that?
I get really into a franchise, and then like by like game 2 or 3 or book 2 or 3, I just drop it because I'm like, all right, I'm done.
It's like 18 hours, dude. It's so
Yeah.
good. Like they even give you like third person for. I thought the third
For the daughter.
I thought third person was free. No, like they made the third person aspect. They put it in for the OG story too.
Oh, cool.
On top of the daughter.
Oh, that's cool.
On top of the daughter.
Do you have to pay for that though?
It looks like it. It looks like it's 20 bucks.
Oh.
The whole thing is you buy both games for $80 plus all their DLC. Because RE7 has DLC too.
Mm-hmm.
Which I apparently have, which is cool.
All of it?
I don't have these.
Resident Evil.
These two you don't need to play. They're just like
I know those. Those are just like little fun side.
Yeah,
things.
This one's kind of cool.
I hear I have to play Not a Hero right after.
Not a Hero is good because it's like it literally takes place right after the campaign.
Yeah.
And then End of Zoe.
And that one's for free. So.
Yeah, this one's 100% for free,
yeah.
Which is probably why I have it downloaded.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe this one's free too then. Oh no,
nope.
$15? Fuck you, dude. But this one's kind of funny because this one's more action. You play an old man who just beats the shit out of zombies. That's all because this is the brother of the villain.
Yeah.
Of one of the villains in the game. And he just goes around and beats the shit out of everything because he's just that strong.
Yeah.
Which is kind of cool.
No, but I because I'm a horror guy, it's so strange because you're like, I won't watch a horror movie because it's too scary. And for me, with video games, I'm like, I downloaded Outlast and I didn't last 3 minutes. I was like, this is too much for me. I
couldn't beat Outlast. I got too horrified by it. Yeah. I literally screamed.
Yeah.
Like, see, I had 5 fucking hours. Last time I played was in October.
Yeah.
Never again, though. But I will play the fuck out of Resident Evil. Because, like, with Resident Evil, it's like, it's scary, but the remakes aren't.
But there's also goofiness to it.
Especially in 4.
Like,
this game is so goofy.
He doesn't flirt as much, but it's fine. Like, he flirts with the comms chick in the original.
Oh, yeah, he flirts with her a lot.
They got rid of the FaceTime thing.
Yeah, to be fair, I'm glad it's gone. Because, like, it totally stops the action. Whereas, like, in the new one, it makes a lot more sense. So... But,
like I'm excited to get into this franchise.
Like there it is, right there for me.
I mean, I think I'm just gonna stop playing the games and I think I'm just gonna watch the movies. What do you think?
That's a better idea.
That's a better idea?
Yeah.
Is that more of the Resident Evil
That's how I would play the game.
Yeah.
That's how I would play the games. Not play them.
How many genuinely have you seen?
I think I've seen a majority of them.
I think I've seen every single one except for the third one.
This is funny. It's just called Resident Evil 4.
We should do like a watch party thing where we like watch as many of the Resident Evil movies as we can before we like shit or rent out.
I don't know about that one.
Listen, it's good. It's good with a group of people because we can make fun of it and stuff. If you're watching it by yourself, that's like people who review those movies. Like I'm gonna review every single one by myself. Like genuinely, that's the hardest thing to do. I would turn the shit off immediately and be like, nope, can't do it. Ashley. Nah, but Ada. Oh, Ada. Oh, Ada.
That's my man right here.
Oh, he's still a little bit of a flirt.
Does the
He's not as like, sexually whatchamacallit, like aggressive.
Yeah.
in the new one.
But dude, I'm glad you're playing Resident Evil. They're great games.
They are.
I've enjoyed the fuck out of them. And as somebody who, like you said, like doesn't really care about, like doesn't really like horror, for me to tell you, play a horror game.
I think Resident Evil horror games are a great intro to horror because now I'm like, ooh, what else have I been missing? Like now I'm like, ooh, maybe horror games are my thing.
I mean, it got me to play Outlast.
Yeah. Oh, the only other horror game I've ever played was like that's traditionally horror is Alien Isolation because I'm a huge Alien fan.
Oh, I have that too.
That game has the best AI out of any game I've ever played in my life. Like that Alien AI is so impressive.
I never finished it.
Genius.
That's my thing. I never finished.
It's so good.
Alien Isolation. I have it. I played 90 minutes. Last time I played was in 2017.
Fuck you, actually.
They
have the downloadable content where you could play as Ridley in the fucking original.
Wow.
Like as an Alien fan, like it's like there's never going to be a better Alien game than Alien Isolation. It's so good. Well, except cloning of Marines. We all know that's a masterpiece.
Hey, Destiny's a horror game.
Huh?
Destiny's a horror game.
A war game?
Horror game.
It's not.
It's scary because it takes up all my time. I don't know.
Yeah, no, it does. You unlocked all the achievements.
To be fair, it's really easy to unlock them. They're really simple.
No, it's okay. Listen, I'm not gonna judge anymore. You know, it's like I've been that parent. I've said, do something else, and I've realized I've pushed you too much. You know, I just gotta let you ruin your own life. You know, I just gotta let go.
Like it's acquire.
You're pathetic, but it's okay.
Acquire each subclass. Acquire each subclass. You
Wow,
can do that in 5 seconds.
It's almost wow. I'm literally coming in my pants right now. You're so cool.
Thanks, man.
I want to be just like you when I grow up, putting 900 plus hours on a fucking game when you could be reading or doing something productive. Maybe doing anything, but no. You want to sit and play Destiny and go into the raids.
I've been playing Yu-Gi-Oh.
Damn, you got 30 hours on this shit?
It's because I'm reading. Alien Isolation was my first horror game, and I've been chasing that high ever since.
Yeah, it's so good, isn't it? Love it.
But no, I mean, I like card games. I'm reading in this.
You're such
I have to read the card and know what I'm doing.
You're ugly.
Well, JJ.
Yeah. What do you want?
It was a good stream.
It was a good stream.
I had fun.
Yeah.
You
were like up until you just insulted the shit.
Yeah.
We played Destiny 2.
So
he's gonna yell at me right after we end this.
If you guys liked what you watched, please go ahead and watch JJ's new video that came out 5 days ago. He's very close to 500 views. Let's try to get the 1,000. I'd love to see that. I'd love to see that.
Anime one, Toxic Anime Fandom, still my best video ever.
Yeah, it was a good video. It was one of my favorite
nearly
videos
flawless.
ever fucking made. So go ahead, watch those videos, watch his channel. I want to say that I will have stuff, but
why don't you stream Resident Evil 2 as a speedrun?
Because I'd have to replay the game initially, remember everything, and then try to speedrun.
Just watch a playthrough real quick.
No, you can't watch this the fucking playthrough. You gotta play the fucking game. You gotta know the buttons. You gotta know how to dodge fast.
I didn't realize you were a purist.
Bob and weave. I might try to play Resident Evil 4 in stream.
Purely version.
Yeah. Maybe I'll post something. It's just really hard. I'm trying to figure out. JJ's channel name is Jack Hudson.
Here, pull it up for the people.
All our channels are in the description.
Yes. Yeah, they should be all in the description.
So
unless if Peter fucked
wrong button. So here's my channel. This is AH Patro. The last time I posted a video was a year ago. Poggers. The best video I have on there for me is the Osama. What the fuck is his name?
Osama bin Laden.
Osama Tezuka. That's my favorite video. That's my favorite video I made. If you guys want to juice that and for some reason get people to watch it, please.
It's a good video. I really like that video. And then mine is Jack Hudson. You might have a hard time searching it up.
No, I mean if you look up Jack Hudson, you look up this, you'll find it.
Okay, yeah.
This is it just hit 500. Congratulations!
Yay!
So let's get that to 1,000. Let's get that to 750.
Let's get it
first, and then we'll get to 1,000, and then we'll get it to 1,000,000.
Yeah.
We've got one of my favorites. Where's his tier list video? Well, actually, your TMNT one's doing pretty good too.
I know. I'm surprised by that one, honestly.
Where is it? Where's your
the One Piece one?
Not the One Piece one. Toxic Anime Fandoms. Check this one out.
So fucking good.
Really good video.
It's not a tier list, but it's like it's unique.
It's a good video.
Yeah.
Really good video. I like it a lot. But if you look at our Streamception right now, you'll see that all of our socials are down here in the description. So if you read the description, you'll see everything you need to see for our channels. Easy click. And
just fucking subscribe.
Yeah.
Dipshit.
Just subscribe.
Subscribe to all our channels.
Never mind, I found it.
No.
So yeah, check out all our stuff and
see you next time.
Yeah, we'll see you guys in the next stream. Deuces.
Probably next Tuesday.